Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. They go with a direct snap. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's going to take another shot right here. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Well, he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man.
Well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
If this offense faces a 2nd and 15, the O-line needs to regroup. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Using his legs on the scramble. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He didn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 25.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And the Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Kentucky. He will score. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there. Maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's going to pull it down and run. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and 1st down.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. This quarterback on fire today. And they get set now to try the PAT. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, as a quarterback, you're always trying to obviously find that open window to be able to throw the football into. That time, that wide open was right in the middle of the field. Makes it so easy on the quarterback to make that throw and pick up good yards.
Finds his target. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Quick throw to the left. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Kentucky. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Able to try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain, brings up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll be brought down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Makes a quick grab. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Huskers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He pulls in the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it second down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Lets it go quickly. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the single back takes the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll ride the back again here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Can he get there on the ground? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every...
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The shotgun handoff here. That run moves the ball to the 16. The game makes it second and medium. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a pro with a football in his hands. It's one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Makes a spectacular diving catch. That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive on some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Defense is coming after him. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab, heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking to throw it again. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the move. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. The field field goal is good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
He's back to throw again on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield. He connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Incompletion makes it second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking for the wide out. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They go in front here in the second half. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. Let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The ball is loose. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here's the second down play. Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting him off. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He hands it to the back. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. We'll look to throw it here on second down. He's looking deep here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point makes it 35-31. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game through. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. And the Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He shreds the tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy, or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. And he drops back in the gun. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. The ball is caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
And it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double cover certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air. Man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He eludes the rush. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up in a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Important 2nd down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, a big chunk play to pick up the first down. Now, don't get me wrong, he went out of bounds, but by getting that first down, new set of downs, continue to milk that clock and try to get this win.
Powers through. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Receiver in motion now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The offense going with the hurry up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off to the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.